was a tight one. I just did say it is neck to neck, a game that probably pushed on right through. And we're expecting to see big encounters that probably will be surpassing the expectation. So big game, but organization-wise, we're looking at DFA's need to do a lot, because if you look at how the setups are going on, how things are working out right there, then you would be saying, yeah, I think it's the right time to see that these teams really need to put in there. Abu Lions lost to, that is Gold Star. They couldn't maintain that solidness at home, because the home side was a little bit a very big one compared. I mean, the host, I mean, the visitors were bigger than the host, in a way that they outplayed the host. I mean, the host team. And Abu Lions need to speed up and need to style up, because there are a lot of things in there. If you look at before these games were played, there were a couple of things. Now let's look at how teams really have been, because it has been so big. Juba Park has been the table leader before this game, and they had a game also that they played yesterday. I'm talking about Juba Park, where of course they lost the game to, that is Kalop FC by 1-0. That was on Sunday yesterday. A tough encounter it was, still in the match day 3, but Juba Park couldn't keep the consistency. They lacked a lot that they needed to really work on, and indeed it has affected them somehow. And then Blue Dolphins also played against that is Lyria Leopards, a game that ended 1-1. It was a draw for them, and you did see them really pushing there. And then Wandi Progressive did beat team Eden Football Club of Ripia, of course, by 2-0. They were the home side. Of course, a lot of home teams tried getting in there, apart from Kubala, who could really not get in there. And then not forgetting also Abu Lions that could not in fact, Lions that could not get their home wins. But most of the teams got their wins at home, including even the team of Wandi United that beat Eden FC of Lyria, and then of course Valin Chilioa FC of course that is of still Terego, that got a very good encounter against Trust City FC. That game ended into a 4-0 or a 4-0 that went on right there. Now, of course, today, being a Monday, a couple of games still coming in the Terego District Football Association games, and you'll be seeing Bright Pigeon taking on Adu Primary School. Adu Lions, yes. That is Terengule Primary School. That game is going to be a very tough one. Of course, an encounter that every other person would love to watch, because it's an encounter that has two teams that played yesterday. We did talk about this. We talked about it some days back about how this is going to be in a gala form. It's not making the sense of a league, because league, you're supposed to play and rest, and the other team is supposed to play and rest and play the other games in maybe a time to come. But here, we're looking at teams that play every day. They're playing at 1 or 2 games at in the same time. Of course, I remember we criticized this because it makes, or it changes the sense of having a very big team. It changes the sense of not having the best. You get it? So it brings in a lot of questions of what this is. Football as a tournament or football as a league. You get it? So I think DFAs, let's try to work out, because you won't get the best performances out of these teams in case you're going to be playing round robin. You're going to be playing gala form. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So that's one big thing. But on Wednesday, a couple of games will also be coming on the 5th of this very month. Widi FC will be taking on Portane Football Club, and then you have the team over that will be at Widi SS Primary School. SS Secondary School, yeah, at 4 p.m. Then you have Edrayo. Edrayo will be playing Edrayo will be taking on Euro Mobile. Then Euromobile will be at 4 p.m. still, and then you have Gold Star, where that will be taken on Bright Pigeon yet again. Remember, Pigeon is playing on Monday. Again on Wednesday they have to play another game. Agoloko United will be taking on Kubala United. That's another one at Aripia Senior Secondary School Playgrounds at 4 p.m. Whereas Municipal Central will be welcoming the team of Adu Lions. Now, all these games will be coming right there. Just previously, if you look at how the table was in the few days, Juba Park, of course, was leading. Valin was, of course, immediately between them. And then you did see where Wandi United taking on, of course, they were at number 3. Blue Dolphin, before those games were played, were at number 4. Wandi Soccer Club was also at number 6. These are two different teams. Then you have Lyria United, Lyria Leopards, that is at number 6. And then Calop FC that won yesterday. That means their point goes to 4 now. They should be closer. San Siro Aria will be FC, will be taking on, of course. They had no point, but they were at number 8. And then Eden FC of Ripia, and then Trust City was last in the bottom. Then in the other hand, you did see Agoloko United, of course, by then was on top with 6 games after 2 games played, 6 points. Then Gold Star FC at number 2 with 6 points after 2 games played. Driayo, of course, FC 4 points. At number 3, Kubala United at number 4 with 3 points. And then you have Widi FC at 5 with 1 point. The rest have no points. Then Bright Pigeon, Opotani, Yoro Mobile, and Municipal Central all have no goals. Goals, probably they have conceded a lot, but they have no points to their names. So that's how locally I wanted to start, because there are a lot of things that are really moving on right there. Now, of course, in elsewhere, the school games still of course gearing up. You're going to be seeing first time already starting today. A lot of things schools are preparing here and there. We've seen a lot of moments that have come in there. But of course, right now in the Ugandan school football, or the USA games, you wouldn't forget about Amos College. That has been a very big one. Now there's a big story coming about Amos College, where of course their captain Toto has departed for, that is of course US, with optimism that he's going to really do a lot. Toto has been a very key prominent figure at that is the Amos side. He's called full names Brian Toto Majub, who of course has been one key name. He was spotted at Entebbe Airport, but he plays for the Uganda national team, under 20 national team. And he has been captaining the team of Amos College. Of course, brilliant he is. Leadership is what he has, and he has been well brought, I should say, a player who has been there, devoted, action-wise is very aggressive and doing a lot of things. But at this time around, it's reported that he has departed for a professional football. I think that is going to be one of the biggest thing in United States of America, USA, and this is going to be a lot that we should be expecting in there. Toto signed for, that is in Atlanta United. Then of course straight from that is in, by the way, Atlanta United 2. Yeah, so he's going to be straight from, that is the regional league, regional side, Amos College, but he has just gone straight away, not even going into a club, by the way, apart from local here. He only from here, he was spotted and talented, taken to, that is the team that we're talking about right now, Atlanta, that is in the second tier of that is the US. Now it's going to be a very big one for him, of course, to achieve and make sure that things go the way he expects right there. But at the same time, he has of course vowed to remain as diligent to his team and professional, at the same time disciplined as usual he has been, and as possible to aspire for, that is, greater straits in his career. What brings a player to go and have the best? That's a question for 1,000 players who are right here in West Nile region, right now in Uganda, because very many people will not be able to get such a nice, brilliant, interesting chance. No way you couldn't really get a chance to make sure that you get into there. So it's a very challenging factor that keeps affecting very many players, very many people who have gotten themselves into the world of sports, but they have gotten chances to see that yeah, in case this is what you have to do, what else can you really push to make sure that this works out? So it's very challenging. I looked at how teams these days make monies, how player can make money. First of all, you just install discipline yourself so that you can have the best moments. Two, get the right people to work with. Get the right people to work with anywhere, elsewhere, whether at workplace, whether anywhere. You got to have the best people who you are supposed to work with. And when you work with the wrong people, you're going to fail. When you're going to work with the right people, you will make, of course, whatever you need. So right now he had gotten a very good scouting team. He had gotten a good manager who, of course, has pushed in a lot of things to make sure that he gets himself right there. And that's the reason why probably he is pushing it every day now. Now, this is what he said in his statement, saying that, of course, he is, of course, pleased. Let me just quote exactly what he said. I'm very super excited for this opportunity, and I thank my former school, Amus College, for the platform. That is the first statement he made in his write-up. Then he continued saying that I also thank the school director, teammates, my family, coaches, and everybody whose role cannot be left out. I vow to remain as hardworking as ever, with discipline to the dot. That's what exactly Toto remarked in his final interval that was at Entebbe International Airport. So he said a lot of things. He's a very good one. Toto left Entebbe Airport. Happily, everything was okay. For that is the airport team. Of course, he used a very good, comfortable, he used a comfortable flight. KLM, of course, airlines. That has been very, very interesting. With, you know, for those who have been there, maybe the comfortability, but for those who have also been watching or seeing, reading through what exactly they have, or yeah, you could be telling that via, of course, US, they will pass via Amsterdam in Netherlands. That's how they used the move, but left in there. Of course, the left-footed defender. Remember, he was the key player who captained Uganda under-20 national team. I'm talking about the Uganda Hippos in the Sekafa under-20 championship, which was hosted in Dar es Salaam. He was the man who also captained the team. So it was very interesting for him. I think it's going to be a starting point for him and a good journey right there. And he has also been, of course, the team captain, by the way, for the reigning East African football champions, Amus College of Bukedia. He has also done a lot of things right there. Now, of course, he was so instrumental in the championship in 2013. In Morocco, he was also the same. In 2004, he was a very good one, also captaining Amusi in the games that were played in China. Now, this is a very big one. The journey to USA has been a very big one. And Toto becomes the second player from Amus College to join, of course, the club in US after the transfer of Alan Oyorith. You remember that man? Yes, he has been a world big one. West Nile, who probably has been at Amus also, to the New England Revolution. That's where he crossed over. So Majib's deal was handled by, of course, handled by that is Rainbow World Group USA and Real Talent Contracts Spain, and of course Facestorm SMC Uganda. Now that's where I was coming to. I just need to give you that because if you look at how management is, it becomes from where you're going to be nurturing this talent. What exactly do you want out of this talent? What does the talent show? What exactly can you get out of this? Now, you look at the people who have gotten themselves in here. It's so interesting because different people have gotten to get in there. Yeah? It's like a consortium that has come in there. For us who are in the world of NGOs, we know consortiums are these, you know, different partners are coming in there. Let's say you have Wechigo, you have Abba, you have Bills, maybe all coming together, and then you have West Nile Television. You form up something that can get the best out of it. So you have that, whatever you write becomes a consortium to see that we get in there. So very interesting, and proposal wise and the rest probably keep coming. So look at the bodies that have handled this issue. I've just told you the Rainbow World Group of USA, and then you have Real Talent Contract Spain. That is also another. And then you have Fused Web SMC, that is in Uganda. So the matter obviously has to go rightly after identifying this talent, and the talent is well recovered and going well. So interestingly, that's how it is, and very many people don't take it serious unless you're going to be having this type of management, unless you're going to be having straightforward things. Then you can be able to go to go and have the best out of whatever you need. So, as we talk, the towering defender was among also the 7 new signings for that is Atlanta. 2 prior to that is the 2025 MLS next pro season that is also coming right there. But of course, someone who want to know who are some of the 6 names. There's Ryan Kamikol, who came from Northern Ireland. Then there's Patrick Weah of Liberia. There's Moise Tablante of Venezuela. And then there's Salvatore or Mazafero of Canada. And then there's Arif Kovacs of USA itself. And then Santiago Pirito, who comes also straight away from USA, but calm Venezuela blood right then. Of course, these are big ones. Kavak and Peter, and then not forgetting Majib, they are also eligible to play for that is Atlanta's under 18 squad this year. So they have a very big opportunity, very big chance to see that he gets himself for whatever he needs to do right from here and move on rightly, probably to see what exactly happens. Now let's move on from there and dive into some sports discipline that will also be coming through. This time around I want to talk about the cricket cranes and that have also gotten themselves to a trip that has been at Hong Kong, China, test in that is the trials series that were to take place. Now what happened is that this was not their way, because Hong Kong China trials series final matches were summarized in this way. Hong Kong China had a 234 of course, which is 49.2 overs, and then you have Uganda that came below them with of course 166 all out, which was 42 of course 5 out of that is the 50 overs that has to be collected right there. Now Hong Kong China, that means won the rest by around 68 runs. That has been so interesting, which makes of course the cricket cranes who failed to of course get past that is Hong Kong China, and that is their final of the tri series a tournament in which of course Brahen also featured. By the way, it was interesting. Uganda won that is the toss and elected the ball first to see that they really needed to put in the early markers to that is the host, and reducing of course them to 17 over 2, but still with the Dinesh Nakara, who tried love best to see that things needed to work the way she expected them to push. No, it didn't really get. So Uganda out of there, and of course they will be coming back. And Hong Kong China now piled on 234 in 49.2 overs. That has always been very interesting for them right there. Not forgetting that still in the world of sports, in the netball world, the Vitality Netball Nations Cup preview went on, and with of course from 1st to February, you'll be seeing a lot of things that are happening in there, and we'll be also giving you updates because we have our own, the names of Peace Proskovias, who have been right there doing a tremendous job for Vitality I mean in these other games. Now of course the 2025 Vitality Netball Nations Cup continues, and this time around it will be hosts England that will host the battle with of course African side South Africa, whereas you also have Malawi and Uganda that will also be coming in there for glory across. That is the first 2 weeks. That will also be interesting, and we will be seeing what exactly this means, because our ladies have been so interesting in the world of netball. We've not been obviously left behind, because they have shown whatever they have to do. There is no better place, I should say, to get this time round, because this is where you're going to be having. These games shall be live, by the way, on Teams, and all eyes will be on Stella Namfuka, who is one of Uganda's names to talk about, challenging so much. She has been so outstanding to this, and the tournament features a round robin format this time round, offers in which 6 matches will be played across February 1st, 2nd and 8th, followed by that is the third place playoffs, and the final on Sunday, February 9th. That will be coming right there. Of course, they are the first weekend matches will be played at that is Motor Point. Yes, Motor Point Arena is in Nottingham. While of course the second weekend will bring in action London's Cooper Box Arena that will also be coming right there. And of course at the same time the actions will get underway with one of the biggest one on late afternoon of Saturday. We did see a lot of games where of course South Africa took on Uganda, and followed by that is the host England that also had a pile on this their skills against of course Malawi in the game. So it was so interesting from the games that were played on Saturday, but we're expecting a very big of course games that will be coming right there. But still in the world of rugby, we also have a lot of things that probably are coming in there now. Of course, Uganda Women's Rugby Premiership is also to start. Round 4 is one thing, and we did see results that came where Nile Rapids did lose to the team of Black Pearls at halftime. We did see a lot of things, but the full time showed it all, where of course Black Pearls had a very interesting game because Nile Rapids in halftime they had 18-16. That means Nile Rapids were still lower than the Black Pearls waiting there now. Nile Rapids and Black Pearls played a tactical, entertaining game that was right there. That match was up to round 4 for that is the 2025 Uganda of course Women's Premiership. Of course the kicking exchanges came through, and then of course the the breakdown came also through the contest, and the ball movement was very superb. It was one of the biggest, the fine shows that you could be watching in there, because the XV's rugby at that is the Dam Waters in Ginger were so superb. And now of course we did see the first round getting entertainingly 18-16, but that showed you how exactly these teams were. It was only after where the Black Pearls took an advantage to see that they surpassed and aimed higher, targeted well, made good runs, passed the ball accurately to make sure that they get to where exactly they need to be. So the first half ended in 18-16, but later on, yeah, things happened. And keynote was the West Niler. I'm talking about Emily Lekuru, who was well outstanding for the team. Not forgetting Charlotte Mudola, who was also a very good one, who won penalties and of course had to dominate. Now the visitors had struck early, but while of course the Rapids gave themselves a run for their money. So yeah, things happen. When they happen, you have to know what exactly after happening, what happens after happening, how do you hurry and how do you get your moments in there. So interestingly, it is one of the biggest. So we're waiting to see, but the second half is one big one that went on, and we did expect a lot. Now before I get for break, I want to also give you a tip just on whatever is happening on some of other things. Remember, the transfers have also been getting done with different teams in Uganda are doing business. Others have shown interest, others have shown clubs, others have shown whatever is there. But let me take you through a few of the names. A team like Chigeze Homeboys, and that has also come on board to sign 5 players in the mid-season. And out of that, who are the players that we're talking about right now? Now, this team coached by the Scottish-born national Stephen Pritchard, Chigeze Homeboys is desperate to make ends to that. It's their meet and the final bend of the 2024-2025 season. Of course, you know, big league has been so big, as just very many people know. Yeah, that is big league for you. But they have gotten these players. There is their midfielder that they have gotten is Michael Chimera Chibi, who has joined the team. Then there's Alan Egangu, who is a forward. There's Dennis Alioni, who is a defender. Then there's Jonathan Tahinduka, who is a midfielder. Enoch Tumwesije, who is a midfielder. And these are very big ones. So all these players, by the way, have arrived at that is the Kabale based site. They will be playing their trades that site, trying to see what exactly they need to push. A lot of things that are coming in there, because Chigeze Homeboys, yes, we have seen how they have been playing, how they have been struggling, how they have been doing things, but all in all, that is what has come through. So if you look at where they finished, they were not all that bad. because in fact they were very, very badly off, not finishing at the road zone with only 14 points out of 14 games shows a lot. They won only 3, drew 5 and lost 6, so it shows you how this terribly could be affecting. But all in all, Boma FC remember was docked 3 points, I remember, and 3 goals for, of course, I think 1 or 2 things. So you look at how the table was. Gaddafi was on table with 30 points. Black Spar was number 2 with 23 points. You had Calvary at number 3 with 25 points. Buhimba at number 4 with 23 points. Unduparaka with 22 points. Paida with 20 points. Kataka with 20 points. Chinda with 19 points. Busoga with 17 points. Karo Karunji with 16 points. Ntunga Saza at 11 with 15 points. Whereas you have Chigezi with 14 points. Arua Hill Sports Club with 13 points. And then Boma at number 14 with 13 points. And Maida Football Club at 9 points. Right there in big league. So it shows you what exactly you need to do. But all in all, transfer deadline day had a lot of things. Even in the Uganda Premier League, we did see KCCA making amends, and Umar Lutalo joined the KCCA Football Club. Now it's very, very big one, as the January completed in this weekend with, of course, a very big one. Not, of course, such activities has been taking place, I should say, or been revealed by all clubs, apart from Lugazi, that have also been the busiest in the market, to see that they unveiled a few in there. Who are some of the ins and outs in the Uganda Premier League teams are right there. Now, Vipers Sports Club, let's start with that team because they are on the table. Vipers have gotten Isaac Ogwang of Police Football Club, Marvin Youngman of Bright Stars. Those two have joined in the team of Vipers. And no outings right there. Neck Football Club have gotten in the services of Ibrahim Kasinde, a free agent. Alpha Thierry Sali, who has been, of course, the son of Bebe Cool from Express Football Club. Ibrahim Musa has also crossed over right to, that is the team of Neck Football Club. Amir Kakoma and Joseph Data, not forgetting Ronald Kaye, are some of the names that have left the team of Neck Football Club. Express have gotten in Jimmy Longoro, who of course comes from King's College Budo, Senoga Muhammad, a free agent, Ramsey Kawoya from Bull Football Club, he's on loan, whereas Alpha Sali leaves them to go to Neck. Dawson Mafuma, Michael Chimera, and Charles Sembali Sembalirwa, and not forgetting Andrew, by the way, Emporu has also left the team. Whereas still, you would see that KCCA have gotten Umar Rutalo from Chitara to see that they beef up their team. Yain Gatbell, KCCA Soccer Academy, has also added into the team. Well, Emmanuel Loki goes to Police Football Club. Muhammad Senoga goes to Kagwa, goes to Express. Ibrahim Juma, Bakari, of course, Mayanja, contract were not renewed. Elvis Eddie Mwaje also was another one who went, of course, a wall. And then you have Joseph Ogwang, who also went a wall. URA have no ins and no outings right there. Maroons Football Club have done nothing, not even a business. Chitara Football Club have also done no business, but Dennis Omedi is the business they have done to make sure that they got a lot of money after he has gone to APR. In his first attempt, he got a goal. That is Dennis Omedi. Now, Umar Lutalo crosses to Sports Club Villa. Whereas, yes, you have Sports Club Villa, who have gotten Umar Lutalo from Chitara, Sule Matovu, free agent. Then you have Ashraf Mulinda, who was also coming from Bright Stars, Citrus Baja, Brian Masembe of Wembley. Then outings, you have Pirta Onzima, who has been one key name there. Edward Masembe contract has been terminated as Hakim Chiwaduka crosses to APR. Bull Football Club have gotten back their man for free, Karim Ndugwa, who has crossed over, and Viane Sekajigo has also gone to, that is the team of Bull Football Club. Whereas the outings have Ramsey Kawoya to Express on loan, Amos Chiria and Yafese Mubiro, who have been their Police have gotten in the services of Emmanuel Loki from KCCA, Hassan Kalega free agent, and Umar Kasamba, who has come in here. Dennis Eguma to Tusker, and then you have Isaac Ogwang to Vipers, whereas Martin Owalamu from Mbararas, to Mbarara. UPDF has done no business. Mbarara City, I've got an Ibrahim Chizindula from URA and Martin Owalamu from Police. Information of outings, note there. Joseph Otiano Moso Sugar from Lugazi, has joined Lugazi. Shafik Avemwa of Police has joined Lugazi. Norman Lumumba Eluzia, a free agent who has also come through to, that is, but we call him Norman Brown in here, but of course he has been at Calvary. Now he has been a free agent. Juma Lutakome from Black Angels. Hussein Senoga, free agent right there. Free State Stars, is where he comes from. Wachiso Jazz have gotten Moses Oloya, who became, of course, Sabine Dong from there. Soltilo Bright Stars have gotten no ins, but Marvin Joseph Youngman, Ashraf Murindi have all left. Mbale Heroes have also done no business. I think that's one big thing that I can let you know from where we were supposed to end the session. And it is still a very big one that I will be coming to give you because there's still a lot locally and a lot in there. What exactly do you know? Because netball still continues. Right now I want to give you updates about that, and at the same time I also want to give you something small about the Africa Cup of Nations that is right there. What do you know? What exactly do you want to know? We'll be coming right there. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.